The day the universe broke, James Webb's terrifying discovery, we once believed we understood the universe. We once thought the expansion of space was a question long answered, a mystery long solved. We wrote our equations. We traced our maps of the cosmos. We built our cathedrals of knowledge, proud and sure. But we were wrong. So very wrong. Today, the most powerful telescopes ever created by human hands, James Webb and Hubble, have delivered a revelation so disturbing, so monumental, that it threatens to shatter the foundations of modern cosmology. The universe does not behave the way we believed it did. The carefully constructed theories of the past century are crumbling under the weight of new observations. Measurements once neatly aligned now stand in fierce contradiction. Assumptions we held as sacred are dissolving into dust. And what is worse, there may be a force, a power, operating beyond the visible universe, warping reality itself, reshaping the very laws of physics from the outside. This is no ordinary scientific mystery. This is no minor tweak to existing models. This is a collapse. A collapse of everything we thought was true, of space, of time, of matter. Perhaps of existence itself. Music swells, mysterious, haunting tones. It began, as revolutions often do, with a simple, elegant idea. Combine the near-infrared vision of the James Webb Space Telescope, able to pierce through the dust of creation itself, with the visible light precision of the venerable Hubble Space Telescope. Together, they would paint a clearer, deeper portrait of the early universe than ever before imagined. A dream of scientists for generations, fulfilled at last. But when astronomers turned their eyes to the ancient heavens, they did not find serenity. They found chaos. In the deep reaches of time, where they expected to see small, scattered clumps of newborn galaxies, they instead discovered monsters, massive galaxies like ZFG's 7329, so large, so fully formed, so ancient, that according to every model we possess, they should not exist at all. The early universe, by all accounts, did not have enough matter, or enough time, to forge such titanic structures. And yet there they were. Vast, sprawling, impossible. And that was only the beginning. As astronomers looked deeper, more impossible galaxies emerged. Black holes appeared, far too massive for their apparent age, defying every known mechanism of growth. And then came the most devastating revelation: the universe's expansion, the very metric that defines cosmic history, is not consistent. It varies. It changes. It differs depending on where you look. For decades, scientists relied on the Hubble constant to describe how fast the universe expands. It was the cornerstone of the Big Bang theory, the bedrock of our understanding of cosmic evolution. But now, James Webb and Hubble, measuring the same kinds of stars, Cepheid variables, and the same galactic structures, report radically different results. Two measurements. Two truths. And no reconciliation between them. Nobel Prize-winning astrophysicist Adam Rees put it plainly: if measurement errors are ruled out, the only explanation left is that we have fundamentally misunderstood the universe itself. And the gap between these measurements is not small. It is not a rounding error. It is a gaping chasm, a fracture in the heart of cosmology. What some still politely call tension between results, others now name for what it truly is: a cosmic crisis. As the scientific world reeled from these findings, an even more radical voice emerged. Astrophysicist Rajendra Gupta put forth a staggering proposal: the universe is not 13.7 billion years old, as we long believed. It is closer to 26.7 billion years old. He proposes that light does not merely stretch over cosmic distances, as our models assume. It hides information. It evolves. It forgets. And what we have been interpreting as dark matter and dark energy, those mysterious forces invented to patch the holes in our theories, may not exist at all. They may be illusions. Ghosts of our incomplete understanding. Gupta's model suggests that the fabric of space, the texture of vacuum itself, behaves differently than we thought. If he is correct, then Einstein's general relativity, quantum field theory, and every model built upon them, would need to be torn down and rebuilt from scratch. Other physicists, equally daring, propose something even more unsettling. They suggest that gravitational forces, originating from a neighboring universe, could be influencing our own. A neighboring universe. Beyond the boundary of the observable cosmos. Tugging at our spacetime from beyond the veil. Mathematical models support this bizarre possibility. And it would explain the uneven expansion, the strange anomalies at the edge of visibility. In this scenario, we are not alone. Not in the universe. Not even within reality itself. We are adrift in a sea of universes, and some of them are close enough to touch us. For decades, astronomers believed in dark energy, an invisible, omnipresent force pushing galaxies apart, accelerating the expansion of the cosmos. It was elegant. It was simple. It was wrong. James Webb's observations suggest that if expansion rates vary by direction, if massive galaxies form earlier than expected, then dark energy may be nothing more than a convenient fiction. A placeholder for our ignorance. If dark energy vanishes as a valid theory, it means 70% of the universe, the part we thought we understood, was based on a miscalculation. Not a tweak. Not a correction. A cosmic identity crisis. Meanwhile, inside the great space agencies, NASA, ESA, and others, a different kind of drama unfolds. Official statements speak of complex data, and early surprises. But leaked documents hint at something far more serious, closed-door emergency meetings among international councils. Secret memos describing a paradigm destabilization point. Whispers of the unthinkable, that the universe we built our civilization upon no longer behaves. Why the secrecy? Because to admit the truth would send shockwaves far beyond science, into funding, philosophy, religion, and world order itself. The foundations of human understanding would quake. Other, stranger theories have emerged. Some scientists now suggest that the problem isn't in space, it's in time. Time itself may not be flowing uniformly across the universe. In regions dense with matter, or regions distorted by ancient cosmic events, time could flow differently, faster, slower, even sideways by some measures. This would explain why distant galaxies seem older than they should be. They exist under a different cosmic clock. If true, it means the Big Bang was not a singular event, but a ripple. A disturbance in a greater multidimensional ocean. And we are merely one wave among countless others. And then, beyond even that, there is a final theory. Rarely spoken aloud. Whispered in the halls of the most advanced